you read my chat?
Yes. Let's see. Fisher 1603 says, Wizzlord, I've missed your streams. My life has sucked. Haha.
Damn. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit. Well, I'm sorry your life sucks. Mine has been sucking as of the past 2 minutes because of my stream, but so far it's hanging on. We'll see how long. Man. It's frustrating because I literally haven't touched fucking anything, you know? It's not like... That's what that's the shit I hate, you know? Like, if you're fucking with a bunch of stuff, you're changing things, okay, you know, maybe there's some logic. But when it comes out of fucking nowhere, especially after it's been working fine for ages, it's like, come the fuck on, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's fucking stupid. But yeah. So it's still... You still see my stream, right?
Yeah. Blizzard Wizard has subscribed at tier 1. They subscribed for 3 months. Yeah.
Thank you, Blizzard Wizard. I appreciate that. Thank you for 3 months. Thank you for hitting that milestone. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome to see. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to close out of some stuff and just have the chats open so that I can just hopefully just have some reduction or some shit. I don't know. You still hear me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Blizzard Wizard of Oz, yeah.
What's up, Vexa? How you doing?
Blizzard of Oz.
Yeah, thank you, Blizzard.
It's one of my favorite
How's
albums.
life? Well, my stream's been fucking up before. That's why I had to restart it. So it's been bad the last few minutes, but hopefully it'll be back to normal. We'll see. Yeah, Fisher. Like I said, I was saying earlier how this game benefits from the Switch 2 hardware more than like any other Switch game because of how bad the last game was, performance-wise. How poorly the last game ran. Well, I mean, from a performance standpoint, it's like night and day. In terms of a pure gameplay, honestly, it's pretty equal, honestly. It's hard to say, but I will say I appreciate the story more in this game since it's actually canon. I mean, the story in Age of Calamity was cool too, but because they kind of retconned it, or I don't know if that's the word, but like they basically considered it like not really canon, or not fully canon, I feel like that kind of sours it a bit for me, but... Honestly, they're pretty equal, but I don't know. I feel like I would maybe give it to this one just because of performance, like, because I mean you do have to consider that is a part of the game, whether you like it or not. And because of performance, this game just like auto takes the cake. But outside of performance, both games are pretty tied, I would say.
I wonder, Wizzy, if you play the first game on a Switch 2, if it would perform better.
I tried it very briefly, and it still ran kind of... I don't know if it was as bad, but it was still, like, kind of poor. Yeah. So I think they just... Actually, I don't know. Like, I'd have to... Like, it definitely doesn't... The FPS is still not that good, but... Yeah, I don't know if it, like, will lag less and shit. It should, but I don't think they've, like, touched the games in terms of, like, updates or anything.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm not too sure. But I did play it, and the FPS was at least, like, pretty low still. I don't know if it was... Because I hadn't played the original... My original playthrough I haven't played in years, so, like, I don't have, like, a perfect, like, side-by-side memory comparison.
Mm-hmm.
No, Fisher. Well, that's a different Fisher, James Bueno. That's actually a different Fisher.
Yeah, this looks quite entertaining.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's a bit repetitive, but in like an addicting way.
Yeah.
The biggest draw to this game is basically, like I said, the Zelda lore. Like, the game itself is fun too, but like, I would recommend this game, like, mainly to people who are interested in the lore, because I think that's like the big, like, thing this game offers. So if you're like a big Tears of the Kingdom fan, you want to learn more about the lore, this is the game. And this is probably going to be the last, like, Breath of the Wild universe Zelda game. They've milked the shit out of this Zelda universe, so I'm excited. They're finally going to start a new one. I'm pretty sure for the Switch 2 Zelda, whenever that's coming out. Who knows? Could be a long time, but they've milked the shit out of the Breath of the Wild universe. You know how there's always like a new Zelda universe? Like Wind Waker Zelda, Twilight Princess Zelda, Ocarina of Time Zelda.
Oh. Yeah, sadly to say, I've beaten very few Zelda games.
That's what I thought. Oh, your favorite's A Link to the Past, that's right.
Yeah, I've beaten the original NES game, I've beaten Link to the Past. And I've beaten Breath of the Wild, that's it.
Damn.
I've got pretty far into Ocarina of Time. But
damn, you gotta beat that.
Yeah, I know. I know that it's super beloved, okay, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, okay. I was
you sound like
it.
you're not in a hurry to like beat shit that you start.
Not always. No.
I'm like the opposite. I'm like weird. Like I'm like I start something, especially if I like get deep into it. I'm like I gotta finish this.
It depends on how hard. It depends on how hard the hooks get put into me. You know.
Yeah, you actually have to get like the stimulation. Like you're not gonna force yourself to beat something if you're not if you're not getting into it, or if you're not like addicted to it.
I remember when I played Resident Evil 7, I just like played that non-stop and just like in one playthrough. First time I played it. Just non-stop because I was kind of hooked. That don't always happen to me though. I'm pretty ADD, so.
What is it, Mix?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I heard. Is it the Batman game? I think that was a Batman game I heard was good.
Yeah, I've heard that was good. What do you like better, Wizzy? Do you like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time? Are you an Ocarina man?
That's the hardest question in the world. Those two are like so tied for me.
Wow.
It's like that's the hardest question on planet Earth. It's like they both kind of have their strengths, I guess I would say. To me, they're both like equally good, but in like different ways, if that makes sense.
I swear I'll put it to good use.
Yeah, I barely touched Majora's Mask. I can tell you that.
Dude, honestly, you might like Majora's Mask because that's like one of the creepier Zelda games, like more horror aspects.
Yeah.
So I think you would really like it. I mean, it's not going to be like horror, like your level or whatever, but it's like for a Zelda game, it's definitely the most like has the most horror shit in it or more scary stuff. I think you'll like it. It'll fit your style the most in that sense, at least.
So I'll be honest with you, Izzy. I didn't grow up playing, but a lot of Zelda-related stuff. And then I remember when Ocarina of Time dropped. Okay.
Right.
And I only played like the portion, like with Kid Link. And my friend was just telling me like this is the greatest thing ever, and I'm gonna give it 100 with you. I was just like,
you were shit talking him.
I was just like, I don't get it. I didn't really see it. I was like, this is kind of kiddie to me a little bit. Because I was a little older too, so like I wasn't quite digging it like that. But then I played it years later, and when I finally got to the adult Link portions of the game, I was like, oh, okay. And I started to get it a little bit more.
Yeah, but I do think if Zelda's like your first video game, it is. I don't know, like when I was, maybe it's just me being a little kid, but when I played like Zeldas for the first time, it was like, I was always thinking in my head, like, when's the fun part? And then like, once you get deeper into the game is when things get funner and everything kind of clicks. I don't know, that's how I felt.
Well, that was my reaction to it, to be honest with you. I was just like, this is kind of slow. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's the
couldn't
thing. It
really
is
get
kind of
into
slow. Like, if you're expecting something fast and you're going into it, it's like, but you kind of have to keep playing to like get. What's good about the game is not the speed; it's everything else around it.
Yeah, yeah. Once I got digging into it, though, I started to really see it. I was like, okay, now I'm starting to get it. The first one I played through and beat was Link to the Past, and that was just really, I like older shit anyway, you know. I
Well,
like
that's that one's honestly, A Link to the Past is like the Ocarina of Time tier of 2D Zeldas.
Yeah.
Like, it's like equivalent, and like if you ask people what their favorite Zelda game of all time is, they'll say Ocarina of Time or A Link to the Past, but they're both like similarly as good. At that point, it just comes down to which style do you prefer. Oh, is your favorite Zelda style 2D? Okay, A Link to the Past your favorite game ever. Is favorite style 3D? Okay, it's Ocarina.
Yeah.
And they're both similar in the sense they have a, like, time-related shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that kind of transferring different worlds and shit.
Yeah, that's just another series that okay, play Link Between Worlds. Okay, I'll have to keep that one. I do not. That's one I don't own.
Yeah, it's like a reimagining of A Link A Link to the Past. It's like a new game, but it's very similar to.
Oh, okay, I have seen this before. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've seen this out in the wild. I've never copped it, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably like it if you liked A Link to the Past. It's like a newer A Link to the Past, basically. A new school A Link to the Past on 3DS.
Ooh, factory sealed, $29.99. I like that.
Oh wow! Oh boy.
Yeah.
Might want to get that.
Yeah. I like old factory sealed. You know what I saw the other day, Wizzy? Do you have Second and Charles's, like, where you
Well, you
guys
told me you
are?
had a bent, say, a Game Gear box that was bent. That's not what you're talking about,
No.
right?
No, that was at old school. They had like a fucking Sega Game Gear that was complete in box, but the box was like trashed, man. I mean, it wasn't bent, bro. It was like fucking destroyed.
Jeez.
And the reason why I want like a more pristine one is because the Nomad that I have is like fucking perfect. Okay, like it's pristine, and I was like, okay, I'd like to get a Game Gear box like that as well. But I saw it Second and Charles, which is like kind of like a place where they sell all sorts of shit. They sell records, they sell vintage games, they sell books, clothing, like band T-shirts. They have all sorts of shit. Well, they had a graded copy of Breath of the Wild there, and I was just like, "That's funny."
Oh, okay.
Just like, I don't know. It was like, I think it was like $100. But I was just like, that's just so funny. Y'all are like...
I was gonna say, the game doesn't feel that old.
It's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, is that, like, that impressive? Like, I'm like...
It's a new thing that people like to do. They'll buy, like, copies of these brand new games, especially, like, Nintendo stuff like that, and they'll go and get them graded immediately. But the thing that's, I don't think is being realized on that is that, like you said, these are brand new games. Like, you know how many people are doing that in this day and age? Like, they get stuff and they don't open, you know, their games and all that other stuff, and that's just way more common now. So, like, you have a game like from the 90s era or even like PS2 era that's sealed, that's a much bigger deal than, you know, if you got something from the last 5 or 10 years. And 20 years from now, you're going to see so many copies of these games that are going to be sealed. It's not going to hold up, I think, in the same way.
Okay. Yeah.
How many sealed copies are you going to find of Super Mario Brothers for the NES? Just to put that out there. Things like that, you know, you're not really going to find that, but... That's one market I'm not into, is the sealed market. I have a few retro things that are sealed. Like I have the first 3 Fatal Frame games sealed, which is kind of neat, but I'm not real crazy about all that. have to give a link between worlds. I have to check that out. I might even scoop it up just for the hell of it. Oh wow, that's interesting. Wizzy, you didn't get that damn analog 3D, did you?
I didn't. It looks really interesting though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think it looked interesting. I think I just decided ultimately, like, I don't really personally have a big need for it.
Yeah.
So I think
right.
that was all it was. But it looked super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you thinking of getting one?
I just thought about it. I was like, it's pretty cool. I know those. I'm pretty sure those analogs are kind of pricey and they're a little not.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
That too. They seem kind of expensive.
I mean, I got my OG N64, but you know, those things as they're aging.
Yeah, they get slower too, apparently.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I have to deal with that at the fucking Smash 64 tournaments. It's annoying.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to switch to like using like a machine that basically runs it perfectly.
Well, wouldn't the analog be that basically?
Yeah, but there's already something else that does it that'll like plug into. You can still play it. It'll still be like still on a CRT. I mean, I don't know if you can play the analog on a CRT, but this thing that they have that works, it already works on a CRT. Like instead of a monitor. I don't know all the details of the analog. Also, like, do the analogs like run the actual cartridges?
I thought they did. You know,
Yeah, they
really,
might. If so, that's more legit.
I think they do.
Okay, then I mean, if it could plug into a CRT, maybe it could be maybe an option. If we just kind of have something already that kind of does what we want.
Yeah, because you, you know, I'm not a, you know, we're homies, right? You know, I'm not as involved with the Smash, but like for you, like do you play Smash 64 more, or does it kind of you play all around?
I play, I play all of them technically, but the two I'm most skilled at, if that makes sense. Like I'm top 10 in the world in two of them. Yeah. And the two I'm top 10 in the world in are Melee and 64. So those are the two I'm the best at. Like, I'm pretty good at Ultimate, but at this point, I'm like, I don't know, something like maybe like, if I'm actually taking the game seriously, like probably like top fucking 300-400 in the world in that. Like, it's not nearly as comparable.
Yeah, because I could see like an analog being beneficial for you if you play like, you know, 60 for playing 64 maybe, but then again, you know, I guess if they're at the tourneys and all that, if they're not going to be using that, then what, you know.
Can you repeat that again? The sentence you just said?
Well, I said if they're not going to use like stuff like that at the tourneys and they're still going to use older consoles,
yeah,
you know, then I guess it's not going to help you out so much because you're going to train and practice with like, you know, something that runs perfectly, and then when you get to a tournament,
that's literally what's been happening to me for the past 2 years. In fact, this year was the worst. I'm getting so upset at it that I'm trying to get them to switch to like the thing that has it not lag. Because Umbra says how apparently, like, I don't know what it is, like the RAM or like the something in the hardware of the 64. The older it gets, the slower it actually starts like slowing down. Like the frame rate starts getting worse and worse. So as these consoles are getting older, they're like physically, the FPS is legitimately getting worse, and competing on a variable frame rate is not a good, reliable tournament setting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's interesting that you said that because I've heard that the Super Nintendo is starting to have some weird issues too. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, but I think I heard it was more towards the audio, but now apparently the audio on certain Super Nintendos.
Oh, I heard some crazy shit like Yeah, now SNESs are gonna. It was that like the audio's gonna get like a frame off or some shit over the years. Or
It's starting to run faster, the audio.
Yeah, some
But
shit
it's
like
weird.
that. Like it's really weird. So you're gonna start hearing stuff before it shows up on screen.
It's just, it's inevitable, man. This is old tech, brother. Like, it's it makes me kind of like, you know, I've collected for years. I don't really do it so much anymore, but I collected for a long fucking time, and I have a lot of disc-based games, and you know, the whole disc rot thing, and all of that. You know, it makes me nervous sometimes. I don't really care about the monetary value so much of those things, but it's just more like, yeah, shit ain't gonna last forever, brother.
Yeah, it's just interesting though to see what specific problems come out of it. Like I would have never guessed that the problem would be, oh, the audio speeds up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the specific issues. That's kind of what I'm interested in too, because then you can also think of like, okay, I'm gonna buy this console. What are the potential problems? It's like, it's just interesting, like, because like I don't think that's a problem with the 64, for example. Like I said, like it just the frame rate starts getting slower because the hardware getting older and more worn or whatever. So that's like a different problem depending on the console, it seems.
Yeah, man. That's why I told you. I know we joke around about the Game Gear all the time. You know, Sega Game Gear, but I will tell you now. Like, if you ever seriously get your hands on a fucking Game Gear,
Oh, I have to.
I mean, if you ever really do, you need to get one that's like been like redone, recapped.
Refurbished.
I highly recommend that. Yeah, because they fucking fail constantly. Like, you can find you find Game Gears like out at the wild and things like that. Most of the time they're fucked up. Yeah, Virtual Boy. That one pisses me off, James. I got a Virtual Boy as a kid for my birthday, and I don't know what the fuck ever happened to it. And one day I'll have to replace that piece of shit. But yeah, they had one great game on it though, and I stand by it. And I was playing it recently. That damn Wario game for it is phenomenal. Wario, I can't remember what it's called. Wario World for the Virtual Boy is awesome. Highly recommend that game. A little bit on the easy side, Wizzy. Do you like the Wario games, Wizzy?
I haven't really played them, honestly.
Yeah, that piece of shit, Greg. He stole it. Yeah, I believe it.
Dude, he hates the Virtual Boy, right? Isn't that it? Or he likes to talk shit on it?
Well, he doesn't like the Virtual Boy. You know, he always says that, and he's probably not wrong about this. He always makes the joke that it like destroyed kids' eyes. And to be fair, I have terrible vision, so you know, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would. It probably messed. I doubt people like, you know, it was like the sole reason people have issues, but it probably contributed, you know. Like
probably didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Man, you should play some of the fucking class. That's a good. I don't know how you feel about it. Yeah, I think it might even be on the fucking. At one point, it might even have been on the Switch store. I feel like I don't know. I don't check there very often.
I feel like a big part of it, Skazi, always comes from like the input delay issue, because Nintendo's newer consoles always have more and more input delay. The Switch 2 is the first time some games are finally getting lower input delay, so maybe it could be possible in the future. But I don't know. The game's getting worse. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't even played that one. I'll have to check that out because I'm not like a huge Wario fanatic, but
yeah, I know people who like Wario. They're talking about how good the Pizza Tower or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, from my little brief experiences that I've played Wario games, they've always been pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know, Skazi. I just know, like, yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, nothing really. I was just saying, like, the little experience that I've had with Wario games have been pretty fucking awesome.
Good. Yeah, I heard they're good.
Yeah.
I need to play some.
Mm-hmm. I played, you know what else I played on the Virtual Boy? I also had Mario Tennis on it, and that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, that seemed like one of the main games for that. Like, out of the small library of games, like, that would be one of the main ones.
Games. Yeah, I had like 13 games. One game that came out on there that I have not played yet, but I've heard that it's actually a pretty good game, but it's really expensive if you actually wanted to own it. But it's called Jack Bros.
Jack Bros. Damn, almost Smash Bros, but Jack version.
And then I owned one other Mario game. I think it was called like Mario Clash. Kind of like an old school style. Like reminded me of one of the old arcade Mario games. Yeah, see, Scott, I'll have to give that one a shot. I'll have to play through that one day. I'm always interested in finding, like, semi-obscure stuff from that time period. Interesting.
There's one character and his name is Jack. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, it's kind of random, Ronnie, but like, I'm pretty good at multiple Smash games, but most people who are good at Smash, they kind of like only play one. Like, 99.9% of players, they choose like the one Smash they like, and they kind of stick with that. It's very rare to have someone who's like really dedicated to like more than one Smash game. Everyone kind of chooses their favorite. So for example, like Greg and Umbra, they're like 64 is their chosen one. But then for other people, like the new one on the Switch might be their chosen one, or Melee. That's how like 99.9% of people work.
Wow. Yeah, the only one I've ever really put serious, or say any considerable time into has been the 64 one. I grew up playing that a little bit, but you know.
That's fair.
But very, very casual. I mean, even compared to like if I played against Greg, Greg would always win that against me. You know, he played it a lot more than I have. But
yeah.
But I do think they're fun. That's the one that's nostalgic to me.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, he is. That's why I didn't say I'm the only one, Skazi, but yeah. He's the other main person. He's like the main person. That's why I said 99.9%, because there's still like a handful of people who have done it. But it's legit only like a handful, almost.
Wow.
At least like being good at them. Like there's probably some people out there who are like dabble in everything, but like being good at all of them is a different thing. No, yeah, he's honestly like the #1 like multi-Smash person. I'm probably #2 at this point. I mean, at this point, definitely #2, but yeah.
I'm waiting for this damn Dust Bloods game to come out on the Switch.
Dude, yeah, I'll get that when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that when that comes out.
We should play it then, because if it's a multiplayer game that's like meant to be played with multiple people, so.
Yeah, no, we definitely will. We definitely will.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I like the FromSoft games, and I'm excited to see what they can do with those. So.
Leave Zelda. Are you?
fuck is he
I
doing
get
here?
that. I get that, Skazi. I mean, I like Bloodborne, and it's funny because I'm like a fucking horror fanatic. I absolutely love things in the horror genre. I'm a big horror film buff and game buff, you know, all that good stuff. I like Bloodborne, but I don't hold it in my tier rankings. I don't hold it above like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3. Great game. Bloodborne is a great game, but I mean, it's not like near my top of those Souls, like of the actual FromSoft games. So I don't know. I get why people get upset about it.
Yeah, everyone's upset because people saw the trailer and were expecting it to be like a kind of like single player, like, you know, just another, you know, like another Elden Ring, another Sekiro, another Dark Souls, but then it's like, oh, it's like some multiplayer thing.
That'd be good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is fucking incredible. That's a masterpiece. I find myself wanting to revisit Dark Souls 1 quite a bit for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 is incredible. That was like, and for me, when I first played Dark Souls 3, it was like, I remember not like being as engrossed in it at first, but it was just like, it got better and better and better as I kept playing, and I was just like, oh my god, this is incredible. Like, I got it, yeah. Wonderful experience. Yeah, that's awesome.
Last bosses, I gotta do this.
I really like
fuck went the wrong way.
That main hub, like, kind of area in Dark Souls 1. It really just reinforced.
Yeah, it's real. It's the nice area.
Yeah, it really reinforced that 3D Metroidvania vibe to me, which I love Metroidvania, so yeah, I'm a big Metroid guy, so I thought that was pretty awesome. But yeah, I would say Dark Souls 3 is definitely superior overall, better, higher quality, I guess you'd say. They're both fantastic. I have not beaten Dark Souls 2. I know a lot of people don't like it, and to be honest with you, some people really love it. I just have a hard time getting into it. I've put some time into it, but I lose interest in that one. Yeah. I'll play it for a while. Yeah. I didn't I wouldn't say I disliked it. I had fun with it because I came into it with so many people just trashing it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm enjoying this a lot more than what you guys are saying. But then I kind of started to see certain quality differences, I guess you would say, between 1 and 3. Some definite jank there, but it's still enjoyable. It's a great man, Wizzy. Yeah. Yeah, I might just go to Walmart tomorrow and catch me a good fist fight. Yeah. I might even go at Target. Hopefully get a little wild in there too, because they already got popcorn I can buy.
Do they still have popcorn at yours?
I think so, yeah.
Talking about the food court?
They got like a little thing to the side, and they sell popcorn, and they got like Pizza Hut pizzas, like little.
I think they got rid of those, bro.
At our location, not that long ago.
Dude, if you still have it, you're the luckiest person ever, because they got rid of those at like every location I heard.
Yeah, it's been like, I went there like around Halloween.
Oh wow, that's crazy. You're actually super lucky.
Hell, they could be doing away with it before you know it.
Yes, I played Dark Souls 1 on stream. I played Sekiro on stream. So I played those. I played the shit out of them. I did some crazy shit in them too. Like I did I forgot what it's called, the trials in Sekiro, where you beat every boss in the game without dying. It was super fucking hard.
Well, the man was it. Ooh.
Yeah, I really like Souls games. I do plan to play the rest of the Souls games at some point. I just like trying to find like the right time basically, because there's just so many games I have to play and catch up on. That's all. Also, I guess the next question is, am I gonna play Dark Souls 2 next or Dark Souls 3? Because I played Dark Souls 1. People say Dark Souls 2 is bad, but I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna play it one day eventually, so I feel like I might just play it, but I'm not sure. Some people are saying to play it last so you can really see how shit it is, but that logic seems kind of weird almost. Kind of funny. You play it last, you really see how shit it is. You'll really see this shit.
Well, sometimes you gotta see the feet for what it is, Wizzy.
Yes, so.
That old feet.
Oh my gosh, that fucking killed me. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck was that, bro? That's fucking insane. I've never seen an enemy in this game do that much damage. Oh yeah, I gotta play Nier at some point. That's right. Thank you, Domo, you too. You like it, Domo? This game's really good if you want to learn more about like Tears of the Kingdom lore. And this guy's cool. Oh, Domo, are you gonna go to Holiday Matsuri? Very little new info. There was a lot of info, but it was all like small shit, I guess. Not like huge, like... Like, I guess a lot of info is not like super memorable. Yeah, I think so, Domo. So, I just had a feeling you would go. A lot of new characters, like there's a lot of new characters in this game. Okay, sick. I saw that they're gonna have some tournaments, even though there's no CO Taku. Might do ultimate, I'm not sure. So I definitely want to go. I always go. I just like the event. I don't know. I don't feel like he seems weak. I think if you're comparing it to that shit, then he seems weak. But the vibe he gives in this game is very... He seems like a good leader and shit. And, yeah. Feels good to play. I guess that cutscene made him look insane, though. It kind of makes me want to enter those, but I'm just like, do I really? I don't know, but it does seem cool. I'll be more in shape for fucking Air Riders, if anything. Well, the first Hyrule Warriors game actually has a lot of pretty crazy characters in it. Nah, no shot, Scuzzy. Dude, if that somehow happens, that is like the craziest prediction I've ever seen in my life of like a plot twist. You been playing Kirby, Domo? That's why you got on.
I'm not just a traveler.
I can fight too. What do you think of it as a kart racing expert? No, it's not like a kart racer, but it's like similar, I guess. Yeah, Kalamo's cool. Yeah, I think it's insane.
This should prove useful in battle.
Time to make ready.
You're going in for sure.
You're going in for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Come
what
on,
he
Wiz.
said. That's what he said.
A great man, Wizzy. Don't get me pumped up.
I had a lot of caffeine today.
I did have a lot of caffeine today.
Welcome upgrade.
Yeah.
Sea Trial is an event and a quick match team battle to free your level custom. Yeah. Dude, I think it feels like the game has like the most like insane like customization like UI of all time. Like the amount of detail you can do in like every little every menu, like the little details. Like I feel like Sakurai, in his games he just puts so much little like like in this game in particular, there's just so much like so many options and details in all the menus. Like it feels like they give you so many more options and details and menus than like any other game gives you, you know? It's just like, oh, you want to do this? Oh, you want to change the camera here? Oh, by the way, even though you're about to get ready for a match, you want to look at your achievements real quick? Okay. Domo, Domo, I've 100%ed the achievements for Air Ride, Top Ride, and Story Mode, and I've barely touched City Trial. I have like 4 or 5 achievements in City Trial. So I'm actually, next time I play Kirby Air Ride, I'm going to be grinding City Trial finally. I've only played a City Trial match like 3 or 4 times. So I'm the weird one. Me and Mewtwo King are inverse. He has 30 hours on City Trial. I have probably like 30-ish hours on Air Ride, the mode. What game are you talking about? Talking about Air Ride? Damn that noise. I'm not just a traveler. I can fight too. I can fight too. I can fight. I can fight.
That's what we need to get you to play, Wizzy, is the Philip CDI.
Oh boy.
So,
Yo, that's the only Zelda game I haven't played if you're gonna count that.
Yeah, we gotta count it, brother. We gotta count it. We gotta do it.
That would be a nice stream to like have people watch. They'd be like, what is this shit? Like, have people see my reaction playing this shit game. Don't do that. Overdone. I mean, who the fuck is... How many streams have you seen people playing Philip CDI? I mean, I don't see that many people doing it. I mean, everyone knows about it, but like... I mean, I would probably have 100% of the whole game by now, Scotty, if I was grinding harder, honestly, so...
I wonder how many of those people that have streamed that actually own a Philip CDI, because I can tell you, I don't think I've ever seen a Philip CDI in the wild.
I don't think I've seen one. Oh, you don't have one? Or you have one?
I don't have a Philip CDI.
Oh,
That
wow.
is a fucking, that's a one
Rare?
random console that I do not have. Yeah,
How much does it
probably.
cost if you look it up on like eBay?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Because I have some obscure shit, but that's not one of them.
They're hundreds if you want games.
Oh yeah, I believe
How much are the
that.
games?
I bet you the Zelda games are expensive as shit on it. Bet you, I'm serious.
Yeah, because I mean, that's like the... What other game is on there that's people would want? Mario's missing?
And they're like Hotel Mario on it.
600 for a game? GG.
Okay, here is a Philips CDI 220 with 3 games. Okay, this is just the console and 3 games only though, so I don't have a controller. For 300.
What are the games?
Look like some pretty nondescript bullshit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mystic Midway, Phantom Express, Battleship, and Caesar's World of Gambling.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
World of Gambling.
Let's see how much Zelda and Philips CDI things go for. Oh, okay. Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon is 250. Okay. It's just a random listing that I'm finding. Legend of Zelda Link, The Faces of Evil is 495. Then again, I just found a listing for Wand of Gamelon and Link Faces of Evil for 499 for both of them. Yeah.
So how much was it? Say it again?
You're gonna pay a little bit of a pretty penny, but it's not too crazy.
He said, oh, that went down a lot.
Yeah. I think it seems like some things from the retro gaming world have went down a bit.
Why do you think that is?
I think that the economy has a little bit to do with that. I think,
Do you think people are just like more desperate to sell it, or
well, alright, so in 2020,
the
fucking
fuck is this thing?
game...
It's like a brand new enemy. What is this?
Oh, shit.
I've never seen this. This guy's insane. What is going on?
Wow. Damn,
Alright.
he fucked you up.
I've never seen anything like this out of like the 40 plus hours I have on this game. What the fuck? Holy shit. Alright, keep going.
I think okay, so in 2020, games just fucking shot up so much, like retro gaming. Like prices got really, really expensive. Yeah, that's a big one, Skazi. Absolutely. Fucking everything's just gotten really violently expensive, so that hasn't helped. But in 2020. You had people getting, basically free money, whatever. They had nothing to do because of COVID. And this next thing you know, people were like, oh, I want to do some retro gaming and this and that. And a lot of people have to, like, jump into it a little bit more and something to do. And I mean, I tell you, like, from my collection, Greg said the same thing. Like, our shit, like, doubled in value over that year. Games that were, like, not really worth that much all of a sudden got really, 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 really expensive. And it's been over quite a few years, but like the Silent Hill games have gotten really expensive, a lot of the vintage ones. And they used to be fucking, it's so funny to me, like seeing Silent Hill 2 and 3 being expensive. When back in the day, you used to see those shits like used or whatever, but like in like a fucking gaming store, they'd be like $20. They used to be worth nothing. Like, and now it's just so wild. But I think that things have started to go back down because, yeah, the reality of it is, depending on your stance on these things, but the reality of it is that rent, fucking just cost of living, everything's just getting, it's just getting so much more expensive. And the reality is, the truth of it is that there's so many people out there that know, hey, I could fucking play this on a ROM. And yes, there's going to be a lot of people that grew up with these things, and maybe even if they didn't, that are going to be like, I have to play it on real hardware, this and that. But there's going to be a lot of people that don't care about that. Casual people. And if it comes down to like dropping, and even myself, I kind of have a firm stance on this.
A lot of money.
I like to collect some things, and I have some shit that's worth some serious value and whatnot, but the reality of it is, I don't recommend anybody to sit there and fucking drop. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Myself, I agree with you on that, Skazi. Good example is like Kuon on the PS2. Okay, it's a FromSoft horror game. I have that, as Greg would say. But do I recommend someone to go out there and drop $700 to $1,000 on that because it's not accessible?
Greg,
No, not at all. I don't recommend that. There's no way to actually buy that game, like as far as I know, like through a digital copy or anything like that, through any type of official means. So yes, for preservation's sake, and just so people can actually get enjoyment out of the game, I absolutely, that's just my stance on it. But I think people should be able to play those things and not have to, spend a fucking close to what rent would be on one single retro video game just to experience it. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But I think that at the end of the day, this is kind of niche stuff, just like record collecting is or anything else, and people got to take care of priorities first, man. Oh, I gotta go check my damn dogs. They're going buck wild.
Leave it to me.
thank you, Skazi. Glad you like them. Cool, dude. This is legit the hardest enemy in the game I've fought so far. Because they actually move insanely fast and do insane damage, which is like two things that like the enemies never do. And this does both.
Alright. I'm back.
What's up? Why would I do that, Prodigious? I won't do that. No, I didn't.
No, Prodigious, I do have one thing that's not McDonald's wrappers, but I do have some vintage shit that was kind of cool. Old Sonic 3 McDonald's bag and all the McDonald's toys from when that came out. It's pretty cool.
Well, you've seen the pictures of where his tree's located, right, Skazi, on Twitter? People put pictures of like with the tree of Kalamo's tree. You haven't? Oh, I'm surprised. They're like everywhere. I've seen like 5 posts about it. If you just look it up on Twitter, like supposedly it's like a big tree stump that's like cut. The tree was cut down. If you look at it, like apparently the exact spot or whatever. Wait, I thought Skyward Sword was first. I thought Skyward Sword was the first game in the series, like, full stop. Isn't that what the timeline says? Pass up to the kingdom on it? So you think every Zelda game took place after Tears of the Kingdom? Do you think it starts with Tears of the Kingdom and ends with Breath of the Wild, but every Zelda game in between? Yeah, after Zelda and Raru and Tears. Do you think that's before Skyward Sword though? So every Zelda game takes place after Zelda and Raru? Interesting. I haven't heard that. I thought they said that the Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild was like its own Zelda shit. Like it's in its own... It's like a new Hyrule or some shit, separate from the other games. So all 3 branches connect. So, okay, so nothing's been confirmed about Tears of the Kingdom then? There's like all speculation? Because you said it wasn't on the timeline. Yeah, I get the present part. I'm just saying, even the past part, you don't think, I assume the past part was just like the past part was like, yes, it's in the past, but still after everything else. Because it was like a new Hyrule created, separate from the Hyrule from the old games. Okay, I get what you're saying. I guess we'll see or whatever, maybe. Come on, fucking game!
I read of your skill. Well then. This should do it. Combine my power. Now's my chance. Alamo, for you, what? Zelda. It shall be for all I have.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize it was this fucking late. Holy shit. Like my battery's low. How fucking... I was like, oh shit, it's 2:45. What the fuck?
We're getting wild over here, Wizzy.
I know, this thing's fucking insane. I have to focus.
Take that.
Fuck! Fuck!
It's Alamo, for you, see ya. Gotcha.
Oh, what? He knocked him down. Whoa, my CPU's knocked him down somehow. Whoa, he just fucking animation canceled. That's bullshit.
You have my aid.
No, I don't want this one. This one is so much riskier. I don't want this one. This one is so much riskier. I don't just get an auto kill. It's fucking bullshit. Fuck this shit. Terrible. Oh yeah, okay, at least I get a finisher. Fucking dumb. Finally. Damn, those are the hardest enemies in the game. Oh, whoa, vicious Captain Construct one horn, damn. Shit, okay. What's up, Trina?
You're better than I thought.
Remarkable.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here we go. I think I found it. Wait, what? This doesn't look like the tree stump I saw in the other pictures. Oh. Oh no, this gotta be it. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna get off because it's pretty late. I didn't even realize it was this late, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, everyone, though. I appreciate it. I'll, let me know what you think later, Skazi, about that. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I might not stream tomorrow, but we'll see. And then, but I'll be back every day after that, pretty much. So just be ready. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. First, what you said? Okay, Skazi. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Yep. Thanks for talking with Ronnie also. Bye.
Later.